Here's a parenting tip for you. Stop assuming your child is heterosexual. I want nothing but the best for my child, and I'd assume if you're watching this video, you feel the same way about your child. You want them to develop a strong sense of self-confidence and self-efficacy. You want them to be able to critically think about situations and make good choices for themselves. You want them to have pride in what they do and have high self-esteem. Yet so many parents are unintentionally making their child have feelings of low self-worth and shutting down the lines of communication between them and their child by making what may seem like harmless comments throughout their childhood. If you're new here, I'm Kathleen, and I make YouTube videos for parents on how to talk about sex and answer sex questions that their child may have. My daughter, who's 5 years old, plays often with a boy who is also 5 years old. His mom makes comments all the time like, oh, they're so cute together, they play so well together, we might as well start saving for the wedding venue now. I finally decided to put an end to all the comments one day, and I said to her, I don't know if my daughter's straight. She might be gay, she might be bisexual, she might be asexual or pansexual or demisexual. I don't know. But they do have a lovely friendship, and let's continue to nurture this friendship. She genuinely seemed surprised and interested after I said that. And her response to me was, I never thought about that. It never crossed her mind that her son might be something other than heterosexual. And I think for the majority of heterosexual cisgender parents like herself, they just assume that their child will be like them. Now, as an individual person, adult, grown-up, you may be okay and accepting of the variety of sexual orientations. You may even donate or volunteer at LGBTQ organizations. You may support Pride Month by changing your social media profile pic to have a lovely rainbow flag. But if your child is constantly hearing you match them with someone of a specific gender, as they grow and become in tune with their sexual orientation, they may feel like they are letting you down or not living up to your expectations, or that something is wrong with them when nothing is actually wrong. Parents, think back to your first crush. Way back, right? The very first one. Who was it? How did you know that you were crushing on them? Did it feel okay and acceptable to be attracted to them? Did you feel safe to share that information with friends, family, or parents? So parents, how do we create a safe, warm, and connected environment for our child, specifically so that they feel comfortable to express their sexual orientation to us as they grow up? Stop assuming your child is straight from the moment they are born. When you find out you're becoming a parent, know that your child might be different from you. And one of those differences may be their sexual orientation. But you're going to love this baby who becomes a toddler, to a child, to a preteen, to a teen. And the love that you have for them isn't going to change because of their sexual orientation. Talk about sexual orientation with your child from a young age. If you have friends or family who are LGBT, let your child know that. Have them be aware of the different types of sexual orientations. We have friends and family members who are LGBT, and when I talk about it with my kids, it's never been a sit down, I have something to tell you, serious conversation. It's been more of casual conversation and something that I bring up within teachable moments. It's also been great to talk about Pride Month and discussing the meaning behind the term pride with my kids. And just a little side note, telling my kids what gay means has not harmed them in any way. It always perplexes me when parents say, I don't want to confuse my kids. It's not really that confusing. Some people like males, some people like females, some people like both, some people like neither. It's simply letting your child know about the world they live in. Know your family values or religious or cultural beliefs around sexual orientation and be prepared to explain that to your child, with the caveat of this statistic. 77% of LGBTQ youth reported feeling depressed or down in the past week, and 70% of LGBTQ youth reported feeling worthless or hopeless in the past week. Parents, what are we doing? Let's think about those stats and apply them to a hypothetical scenario. A parent has been assuming that their child is heterosexual and has made comments about how cute and sweet they are with the opposite sex. Time passes and now their child is in the intermediate age and asks, what does gay mean? They explain that it means when a person is having feelings or is attracted to another person of the same sex. They go on to include their family values, cultural or religious beliefs, which are, in our culture or religion, it is frowned upon to be attracted to or engage in sexual activity with someone of the same sex. The child asks, why? Why is it wrong? The parent responds, it just is. You're not gay, are you? The child replies, no. So don't those stats seem plausible now? Now, this child from the age of 7, 8, or 9 may have an internal struggle and may feel the need to hide or suppress their feelings. They may take risks, including risky sexual behavior, because of the need to be straight and be accepted by their parents and family. And you can see how this may lead to feelings of sadness and loneliness, of feeling worthless and hopeless. If your child came to you and said, "I'm feeling down, I'm feeling worthless and hopeless, and I don't feel safe at school," what would you say? Would you tell them that they chose to have those feelings? Or would you say, "It breaks my heart to hear you say that. How can I help you?" Parents, we can do better. We can do better for our children. And it starts with creating a warm, connected, and supportive home environment where our child's sexual orientation is not assumed. And maybe by doing that, we can change those stats around. Parents, if you're struggling with anything that I've said in this video or about having the sex talk in general with your child, feel free to reach out to me here in the comments or on social media. I'm here to help you. I want you to boost your confidence in being able to talk about sex, sexuality, and sexual health with your child. I am here every Tuesday bringing new videos for parents on how to have these talks, so don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thanks so much.